Hey everyone, welcome back to SHP Case Studies. This is Ryan Paris, the CEO and founder of Superhuman Prospecting. Today we have a manufacturing case study, but the idea is that we have a consulting company that is reaching out to these manufacturing companies to help them find savings through a tax credit program. What I love about these types of projects is that they're so unique, and that really helps cold calling, because if you have a unique offering or something about your product or service that's unique, you can go to a marketplace and present that to them so that it resonates well and sounds different, and allows them to kind of keep that conversation going and give you a better chance for conversion. The interesting part about this story overall is that we saw incremental increases over time with the results on this campaign. So the averages don't look great. And that's one thing I want to say here. Average appointment setting rate from the get-go is a 0.59. But when you look at the appointments over time, you see that number increase by the end of the study. So let's take a look inside, and we'll give you some insight as to what this was all about. So this company helps small to mid-sized manufacturing businesses with their tax credit programs to help them maximize the amount of money that they'll get back from the government through applying to these programs. And a lot of it's the R&D. So if you're in manufacturing, you can apply for R&D credits that can save you lots of money at the end of the year. So what does this company want to do? They want to call these manufacturing companies and set up a call to offer a no risk analysis to give them a sense of how much they could earn or save from this program if they hire our client to perform the tax credit program on their behalf. So really what we're trying to do is just set up a phone appointment. So the script was actually a no-bull script. When reaching out to manufacturing companies, this was something where, the folks that we were reaching out to maybe weren't necessarily those types that were, looking to get into a long conversation, and they wanted to get right to the point. So we had a bit longer of a quick prop and a value prop in the early stage, asking for an appointment right away. And if they didn't, then we would go back into a calling prop. All right. So this is the example of a no bull. If you remember our different script strategies, we have a conversation format that's more for a dialogue between the two people, the caller and the prospect. We also have the no bull, which is a little bit more value early on, and then ask right away, and you back into a conversation if that doesn't go well. And typically, this is meant for those folks who are on the go, are kind of direct and to the point, or different markets that might not just be open to a little bit longer of a conversation. And so using this one, we saw some interesting results, and there were some tweaks over time that we made. With the 4 elements of cold calling, you have product relevance, you have target market, you have messaging strength, and you also have SDR fit. So out of those 4, which ones need to be tweaked in order to find the success? So let's look at the results. The DM connect rate was a 9.68 average. That's excellent. Our average is 8%. And so if you have a 9%, that means about 1 in every 11 raw calls you're getting to a decision maker that's qualified to set up a next meeting with. The challenge became in the appointment setting. We had a 6% appointment setting rate on the DM connects when our average is about a 15%. So we're needing a bit more conversations in order to convert. But you can see, some folks already have this in place. Some folks already have done this in the past. Maybe some they're not eligible. So there are some objections we had to overcome that made it a bit challenging sometimes. But we were able to generate a 0.6% appointment setting rate. Now, if you look at the graph in the one with the purple appointments, you can see that there was pretty consistent results over time with some increases towards the end. And this is the thing about cold calling. It's like a fire that needs to get bigger and bigger, and less like a house that needs to be built so you can kind of just set it and forget it, right? The idea is that we are trying to constantly tweak and tune and improve. And you see not only do the appointments start to rise towards the end of this case study, but so do the nurtures and warms. So changing that market, changing that message, and getting the right team members on it can impact the results, as you see over time, with that purple line kind of going right through at a slightly positive correlation angle. So overall, this is a classic example of a campaign working and improving slowly over time through that continuous improvement process. So take a look at this. If this has any relevance to you, if any questions, please reach out to us, and we're happy to help guide you in the right direction on having more success within a market similar, or if you need help, we can talk about if Superhuman is a good fit for you. Thanks for stopping by, and see you next time. Are you a company that wants to grow their sales pipeline but don't know how to do it outside of cold email, inbound, and normal channels? Consider SHP. We provide cold call appointment setting and sales development services to generate leads and appointments outbound for your sales pipeline so you can have control over your sales destiny. Give us a call at the number provided or reach out to us in any way. We're happy to chat with you about how we can cold call and generate leads so that you don't have to. Be excited to do the work for you and can't wait to hear from you.